This was an email question I got from Amy. Amy asks, I am a small business and do not have the sales velocity to meet your program standards, but I do pretty well with that, with what I've got. Now, if you're doing $10,000 a month or higher, that's what starts our program. But anyway, your question is, why is advertising so important if you're already on page one organically? Is there an algorithm I'm missing? My competitors are all advertising. So when you search for my product, you'll find 5 or 6 sponsored ads, and then I'm right under them organically. Their sales are so much better than mine, and I don't understand why. I'm assuming it has to do to advertising, but they are paying a fortune to basically land in the same spot that I am right now organically. If I advertise, then I feel like I'm just wasting money to be right where I am, but I feel like I'm clearly missing something because so many people advertise. I just need to understand what I'm missing. Great question, and we get this asked all the time, and you kind of answered your own question with your question. So your answer is in the question itself, and that's because there's 5 or 6 sponsored ads ahead of you. And so when I'm looking at Amazon and I'm searching on Amazon, so I just typed in vitamin C. I don't know what category you're in or anything. The first 4 spots are all sponsored. And that's not including this big banner ad. And so before I even get to the first organic, I have all of these in its place. Now, kudos to you if you are organically number 1, because that means you're making a lot more. But let's say you're organically number 3 or 4. To get to number 1, you would double your sales if you get to number 2, and then you double your sales again if you get to number 1. And so the higher you go up in page 1, obviously the more sales you're going to get, but it's like exponentially more when you start going up the spots in the first page, because usually the top 3 or 5 products take up most of the sales organically. But you answer your own question, because all of these sponsored ads are getting in the way of buying your product at number 1. And so this gets even more detrimental. Let's see if I can do this with this camera. I'm going to make it into mobile, and I just take up the whole thing. So let me just shrink myself down. And I don't know if it's going to give me mobile view. And yeah, close enough. So if we're in mobile view, you can see 1, 2. No, it's not going to go mobile view for you. Sorry about that. But anyway, so in mobile view, it's even more consequential. Actually, let me just pull it up. So Amazon Shopping, vitamin C, and most are on mobile now. So you can see right here, whoop, there we go. That big banner ad again, right up top. There's sponsored number 1. There's sponsored number 2. And then finally it gets to organic. And so you're just trying to show up higher. And yes, you may pay a lot to be there. So what I'd recommend to someone like you, if you're already organically on page 1 or even at the top of page 1, is try advertising slowly. Don't be afraid to just dabble into it a little bit and see if your profit goes up. What might happen is you actually might start gaining traction on other keywords that you're not ranking for right now, because it may increase your sales velocity and discover new keywords that you may not be indexed on. So start advertising slowly, maybe $100 a day. If you don't have that in your budget, try $50 a day, and then just see if your profit goes up. If your profit goes down when you start advertising, then stop advertising. It's as easy as that. So hope this answers your question.